children, kids, no.
No, definitely not.
It was my passion, yeah. Okay. What trouble is gonna happen today? Everything was destroyed.
Yeah, the owners will have a penalty.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have meeting at 9, but German time.
The minimum salary here in Moalboal is...
Where did you born?
So, born in Belgium, in Liège. I did my studies in Liège University in a business management school. And around 2000, I started to work in a small company. I was an accountant at that time, helping with the management also. And then when I was at university, I started scuba diving. Okay, to become an instructor of scuba diving. It took me 4 or 5 years.
It was your passion?
It was my passion, yeah. Because I saw a lot of movies about Cousteau, about underwater world, and I really love that. I really love the sea, the peaceful imagery of all those powerful images under the water. That's what I want to do. I was also a competition swimmer, very strong swimmer. I did a lot of competition. That's probably my sport background of the water. So, finished university, started my job, and every weekend I went diving, or free diving, because I discovered also free diving thanks to the movie The Big Blue at that time. And I knew this is what I want to do. And then step by step I built up also my free diving career. I do some competition, I start to break some records, national record, world record, and being in a national team, I start to make a name out of free diving. And I had the opportunity to leave Belgium after 10 years of, even more than that, of working in different companies. 12 years actually, 12 or 13 years, yes, I don't remember exactly the time. And this opportunity was to travel, to go to Macao, to work for aquatic circus, called the House of the Dancing Water, so the biggest aquatic show in the world, and it was designed by Franco Dragon, who was the former artistic director of Cirque du Soleil. So all the first aquatic show that happened in Las Vegas, it was him. He created who created the show Le Rêve and other shows that I don't remember the name. But then he created his company Dragon Macao and created the biggest aquatic show in the world. I sent my resume and they took me for the job. Okay, so it took a long time to get there, because when they start to have the project recruitment, this project started maybe 1.5 years after. So in 1.5 years, I had the time to improve my education in scuba diving, in free diving, and learn a little bit about Asia. I think it was 2009, and then I started to work for this massive aquatic show. It's huge. Just to give you an idea, the investment to create the show by this company in Macao, it cost them more than $250 million.
It's a swimming pool that can transform to a stage.
Yeah. So you have lifts moving up and down that create dry area. You go on YouTube, you can find the House of Dancing Water, and you will see millions of footage on it.
When you had day off, did you go to the Philippines or the other country in Southeast Asia for diving?
Yes. So since I was in this aquatic show, a lot of my colleagues were from Philippines, and I wanted to visit the Philippines to go scuba diving. And I asked them, okay, where can I go? Because Google 7,000 islands. Okay, where do I go? And they give me a few names, and one of the names was Moalboal. So okay, let's say where it is, in the middle of the Visaya, in the middle of nowhere. I like it. Okay, check online, okay, no ATM, some place without electricity. Okay, let's go
That
there.
was way back, what year again?
2010.
2010
So
year.
it was like that in 2010?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the streets,
Very
and when I
quiet.
arrived, only one street with concrete, the other way, it's just like a path. So muddy paths and everything. So it was quite nice. So I arrived there, started to do some free diving, scuba diving, and I said, wow, I think there's a potential here to create this kind of business. At the same time, I was already working with the agency IDA, the biggest free diving agency in the world, and I was education officer. So I had some kind of ideas to develop the free diving in Asia. When we arrived, Moalboal, you can see the wall, you can see the how beautiful everything is, how easy it is to go to the water, to access the sea.
Reef, yeah.
You don't even need any boat sometimes to go deep, so that's a big advantage to organize. And I decided, maybe it's good to create a business of freediving and attract and bring people from Macao and Hong Kong to come here in Moalboal, and that's what I did.
This was your first target?
Yes. Yeah. So I was the resort, and I was the key. The resort arrived for the first time. Asian Belgian. It was a Belgian guy. That's how I picked it up. And I started to make a business with him. Okay, I will bring my customers to your place. So you offer me your facilities, and then we can organize. I can organize my course from your place. Yeah. Okay, I kind of contract with him. We did that for some times, and then when I realized that I was very, very busy and I was traveling a lot between Macao and Hong Kong and here, I said, okay, I think it's better to be here full time. And then that's why I decided with at that time I had a French partner to create the business, and we created the company here in the Philippines, and we started to find a place to operate our business. And we started to rent, to do some renovation, and then step by step we start to increase the size of the business, to attract more foreigners, to be very present on the social media. And since I had a name as education officer and a former champion in freediving, so I was able to attract a lot of people to do courses from Asia, from China, from Korea, to do instructor courses. And that's how we started.
What do you rent and what did you buy? Did you buy the boats, for example?
At the beginning, we rent, because as a foreigner, you cannot buy a land, you cannot buy.
You cannot do business actually.
You need to have a company.
Yourself,
But with a company, once you have the company, it's easy. You can rent, you can even buy a land, you can buy a building. Okay. So as long as the company follow the rules, maximum 40% owned by foreigners, 60% owned by Filipino, by locals. Okay, so we have to create.
It can be risky, right?
It is, but which company is not risky? So everywhere. So you need to take some risk at some points. First, you need to go with different lawyers, people who can give you good advice. You find a lot of information online, but always take a lot of information. Be safe. Ask the lawyer. Okay, it costs. It's not cheap, but I think it can save you from a lot of harassment, disagreement, a lot of trouble. Yes. Even though troubles happen, but you can minimize. If you know a little bit what you're doing, you can minimize those risks. Okay. And so when you know what you want to do, what kind of company, what you need to do, the investment, the basic investment, your investors that you have, the partner, and you can go. Important to have local. If we are working with locals, that those locals you trust them, and it's better to have people that you know very well, like friends. Okay, so that's very important.
Technically, you own only 40%. You invest 100%, but you own only 40% of your company, and the 3 other people own each 20%.
Correct.
Right? Yes.
So there can be a risk that those 3%, if they decide, okay, in the next board meeting we don't want you anymore, we will run the business. This is a risk that can happen. So that's why it's very important to be with people that you can trust, that's friend, that you respect each other. Okay. Because we do business in a foreign country for us here, so we need to follow the rules, we need to be by the book. It's very, very important to respect that.
But again, they have an interest to do that, so maybe they don't get 20% of the benefits, they get something, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. As I said, they are friends, so we try to organize events with them, we invite them for the different courses, so
And they have no interest with the benefits?
No. Unless if one of them in the future, we are talking about small business company, it's not multinational stuff. But maybe in the future, we're going to need some new investors. And I would be more than happy to have one of those locals to invest in the business and be part of the benefits as well. So, the freediving planet, for everything about freediving, and here this business is called Okeanos. About Okeanos Hotel. Okay, so we are kind of complementary. So it's two different structures. Freediving Planet is an incorporation, like a LTD, like a Société Anonyme I would say in France, equivalent. And the business here, it's
under my name.
It's under her name. We call that a DTI. It's a one-person organization, small business.
Yes.
So you start with the dive corporation,
Yes.
and after?
So we started with the freediving, okay, and then since we realized that it would be nice to have also our own accommodation for our own customers, okay, we said, okay, in 2018 we said, okay, now we can rent a place here and transform it into a nice hotel. Okay, not big, like 7 rooms. It's not a big hotel. It's easy to manage and everything. Okay, we started to do the renovation, and when started to operate for 1 or 2 months, and then COVID, boom.
COVID.
And we put a lot of money just to renovate this one, because it was really a crappy area, very crappy.
It's not like in Europe, the government didn't borrow money here to pay the
No,
entrepreneur
it's
or
totally
that.
different.
Yeah,
It's
just they close everything and no income at all, no more income for everybody.
No, and we still have to pay the rent, we still have to pay the charge, we still have to pay the salary and everything. So we try to keep some of our staff. At least we don't lose them, because when you have a good staff, you don't want them to disappear, and then when it's time to resume the business, we lose them. So during 2 or 3 years it was very difficult, and the place we are here now, it was 2 rooms before. So around 2021 we decided to transform this 2 room into the coffee shop, and it was a good move, because at least we were able to attract people from around. So they want to come for breakfast, for coffee or lunch or dinner. We have all the services available. So it was good. So people come from good coffee, and that's nice. So then suddenly 2021, 2022, business start to resume and start to grow again. So we are parallel business, complementary business, I would say. So we bring customers from freediving to here, and here people, we do freediving here, can we? And then we can send them to freediving planet as well.
Yeah.
We can do scuba diving as well. And we also from the hotel organize other trips. If people want to do canyoneering, if they want to do waterfall, if they want to visit the Osmeña Peak, the whale sharks in Oslo. So we can organize all these excursions, half-day, one-day trip.
You do it by yourself or?
No, we partnered.
We are partner. Yeah, it's easier.
And
COVID happened, and in 2022, what happened?
The typhoon.
The typhoon, Odette.
Typhoon.
We were in the middle of the.
It
was not even a typhoon; it was a super typhoon. Everything was destroyed. Everything was destroyed in Moalboal. Everything fell.
So we suffered like 1 month and a half without any electricity.
Yeah, 6 weeks, no electricity.
Yes.
So no internet. It was like.
Yeah, it was really hard for us after COVID and this super typhoon.
Everyone thought that we were dead because of the damage that we could see on the worldwide television. They tried to call us, we couldn't answer because no internet, nothing.
Signal.
So all our friends or family, are you alive? Did you get news from? And it was kind of terrible. And to be honest, when it happens, the typhoon during the night is shit. We look by the window, everything was flying everywhere.
Yeah.
And we are lucky to be in a concrete house.
Yeah,
some of the villagers,
the house
fly away.
These oceanos, there's no damage.
A little bit on the roof, though.
Just a little, yeah.
But
all the house there, the roof are flying.
Gone,
they're
all the trees were under the roof.
Yes, in the road.
Do you have insurance for this kind of risk? No.
I had a boat. Boat for freediving planet, and 90% of the boat here in the municipality were destroyed.
Yeah.
So my boat, I fought in on the top of all the wrecked boats, and it's okay. Since it's a lot of money, those kind of boats, it's a speedboat. I'm gonna try to fix it. It took me 1 year to fix it.
Yes.
Okay.
I took it out, dry. The engine was dead. I took to buy a new one.
Yes.
But the fiber boat, I had to rent someone to make every month a little bit to fix it.
Yeah.
It took me 1 year because of the budget. It cost a lot of money. I couldn't do that in 2 months.
What about the activity? it was after COVID, or still during COVID period, and so there was not too much tourists. Or
No, during the COVID period, there is no tourist at all. It was forbidden to travel.
It's like a ghost town.
Even Filipino.
Yes.
Yes, it's
You
like a
couldn't-
ghost town here in
We
Moalboal.
couldn't even leave the house.
Yeah, we're not allowed.
Unless
For how long?
few weeks.
Yeah.
And then we could go to the shopping mall, but like with
Yeah.
full mask and all the stuff like crazy.
Yeah.
It started to be lighter and lighter, but still it's kind of harassment. And then step by step, we were able to organize free diving for the locals from Cebu City. So we organized like Discover free diving weekend. So the weekend people came here because they were upset.
Customers were only.
They were happy to leave the city during the week and come here. So only Filipino and locals, foreign locals. We stayed here like us, stranded in Philippines.
Maybe they can become new customers. They were maybe not accustomed to do that.
Yeah.
They discover that.
We had a lot of
We have a lot.
foreigners. Okay, they wanted to do something, and then they come to do some discover course, level 1 beginner course. So that's how we did some business at that time. And then step by step, we start to resume. The border start to open again.
Yeah.
So foreigners start to come back. But right now, we are not yet at the level it was before COVID in terms of tourism.
What the evolution of tourism
Tourism, big evolution.
going?
Yeah. We are Korean, more Korean now than before. Before it was a lot of Chinese, but not so much anymore. But it's just for diplomatic
French
reasons.
also are coming here.
Yeah, French, a lot of French, a lot of foreigners, but a lot of French community here.
And doing a business, actually, French community.
They want to escape. Right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Who doesn't want to escape Europe right now?
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's one of the worst place to live in right now. Even if it's beautiful, it's every time I go back to my country,
Yes.
I realize, shit, how can the people survive?
Yeah.
Even with a good salary, even with a good education level, how can they survive?
Why?
For everything, the charge, the electricity, the water, the rent, the food. You just go to the shopping market and you buy for the weekend
It's so expensive.
60, 100 euro for
Yeah.
nothing in
Very
your
expensive.
caddy. So
So yeah, they're here.
and in winter you pay for to heat,
Yeah.
the gasoline and everything. Here we don't have. Because it's good all year. The coldest time is gonna come from December to
February.
March. Yeah, the sea water gonna be minimum. It can be 26 degrees. It's good, but it can be more windy. So in the evening, we just need maybe a pullover or something to keep you warm, but it's not that cold.
Yeah.
It never falls below 20. Sometimes one time, a little bit colder, but 20, 22 degrees is still the normal.
If you would do the same business in Europe, do you think you would earn more in Europe?
I would say it's easier to set up a business, but it costs more because everything is well defined. Here in the Philippines, as Dyna mentioned before, it's a lot of paperwork. And it's easy to give up because they ask you sometimes document. How can I get those documents? So that's why
It will take a lot of time.
That's why in this situation, if you have to do it by yourself, you can. It's possible. I used to do that at the beginning of the company. I used to do the documents, paperwork by myself, for me and my staff. But now I realize it's too much an harassment, so I prefer to pay. It's time management actually. I prefer to pay a good lawyer who will do that for me. It will cost money, but at the end, less than if I had to do it by myself.
Yeah.
And even the professionals, sometimes it's difficult for them.
Yeah.
There are some specialized agencies who help you, and they are very good promoting their service online. It looks like amazing service. You can see very nice website, nice Facebook, nice videos. Wow, they're professional. And you work with them and you realize, that professional scammer, So unfortunately, it happens to us a few times.
The cost of living is lower here.
Yes.
But what about the income?
Of course, it's lower as well.
It's lower as well.
So don't expect to have the same salary than you would
Yeah,
earn
if
in
you have a
Europe.
business, maybe it's different. The salary, yes, I know, for sure.
There is no secret. The more you work, the more business you do. If you are lazy, of course, don't expect big. But if you are a hard worker and be ready to invest some of your time and your health, I would say as well, then yeah, you can be profitable, but not like it would be in Europe. Because always, sometimes you wake up in the morning, okay, what trouble is going to happen today? There's always a little trouble and a little issue, something to it. But it's part of the game. Any kind. One day you have a staff who just decide, okay, I'm tired, I don't want to come anymore.
Yes.
So in Europe, you cannot do that.
Yeah, it's not usual.
It's not usual.
Here
If you do
in
that, they will have some
Philippines,
penalties. In Philippines,
They can do that.
They call you. They're not, if they're lucky, they call you. But all the time, hey, where's the staff? Oh, not here anymore. So we have sometimes the problem with some of the cook here. They get the last salary, and they're like, okay, I'm leaving.
Yes.
But you have a contract, and the contract it's written. Don't care.
But they don't care.
So what do you do?
Yeah.
Nothing we can do.
So finding a good stuff here in Philippines, it's one of my challenges. So I can say after 5 years of operating this business, I have a good staff now. A reliable one.
How to keep the staff?
Higher salary.
Yes,
Yeah,
higher
salary.
salary.
Higher salary.
And they have the service charge as well that they can share it after end of the month rather. They can share it, and we also have tips and bonuses. Of course, it's very important for them. And what else? Like
Yeah, they show that they're part of a team.
Yeah.
Motivate them to be part of a team, and it's kind of fun to be together. So, in Philippines, very important that they have good relationship with each other.
Yeah.
Like,
If they
that's
have
why.
issues, if they have problems, they can go straight to me and talk about it. Yeah.
For me, no, I don't.
Yes, he's not doing that.
I don't put my
Yeah.
hands in this discussion
So
with the staff.
that's all
Okay,
on
this is
me.
your role.
Yes.
Yeah, it's easier for you.
Yes, it's easier for me, of course, because we can speak Bisaya, we can speak our own language. And like if they can go to JP, probably they have a language barrier. They cannot express what they want to say in English. So that's a good thing to have a Filipino wife running a business
sure.
together.
But when you have objective or targets for the company, first we discuss together,
Yeah.
and after how can we implement it on a technical, financial, or on a staff point of view, and then she's gonna be the one to discuss or to reorganize the business differently.
Yeah.
This is a sad subject, but I always wonder about the time, for example. When you, for example, you say meeting at 9 o'clock, what does it mean?
Like meeting at 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they're late. Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, it is called like Filipino time, right? Yeah.
Filipino time, yeah. Sometimes, yes, it's a bit the issue that we have. But sometimes what I do for Freediving Planet, okay, we have meeting at 9, but German time. German time, so they know. Or if I know that one of my friends is always late, like 30 minutes, 1 hour late, it's at 9, okay, come at 8, and I know she will be there at 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when I do free diving, or scuba, we are diving with the tides. So the tides, it's a specific hour. It's 10 a.m. in the morning, let's say. So you need to be in the water at 9:30 maximum to benefit the good time of diving. So we need to get the guy. Okay, be there at 8:30 or 9 maximum. We have to prepare at 9:30. We are in the water. So it's strict. This one, it's very important to follow the rules.
diving.
And what Western foreigner, they need to adapt here about the communication with the Filipino people.
If it's tourist, there's no adaptation. They just come like a tourist, and the tourist is the king here. So the staff, the people, we have to adapt to the person, to the client. The client is king. But people living here
And doing business.
it's kind of different. You don't deal at all with Filipino the same way you will deal with foreigners.
That's very interesting. What's the difference?
So you cannot be straightforward with them.
Yes, because they're more emotional. They're more sensitive. The
So
Filipinos,
you
I
really
can
need
say.
to weight the words.
Yes.
For me, I like to be straightforward. When I have to say something, I like to say it clear because I don't want to turn around. And I prefer. I think it's the best way.
Yes.
Yeah. I prefer at least. Yeah, you understand. But here, if you do that, drama. We talked about drama before.
Yeah.
It's gonna create a drama.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, that's the challenging part for.
The good thing with my staff in Freediving Planet, they know me for many years,
Yes.
and they know that I like to be straight, but it doesn't mean that I'm irrespectuous with them. I just I love them, I like them, I respect the work they're doing, but yeah, sometimes I don't have time to lose with talking too much. Okay, I directly go to the point, but I still try, I adapt to adjust my language, be positive. And they're doing a great job. I would say they're all doing a great job. Okay, but if they do some mistakes, don't do it. You did bad. No, it's okay. You start with something positive, and then okay, can we try to improve and to a little bit improve this procedure? And you try to understand why did they do a mistake. Maybe the procedure we put in place is not correct. So maybe it's our fault as manager they don't understand correctly how to do. So maybe we need to change the way to adapt the procedure like this. They don't do the mistake anymore. So sometimes the mistakes can come from us, definitely.
Yeah.
But always we try to make it on a gentle way, with a smile.
Gentle.
If you
and
start to be
positive,
aggressive, it's not gonna work. You're gonna be against the wall, and the day after, the guy calls, I'm sick.
They're not
I'm not coming back.
They're not gonna work anymore. Bye bye. I'm leaving.
So
Something
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
What do you recommend? Would you like to add something?
Yeah, as what I said, yeah, Filipinos are more like emotional, sensitive. Same what he says, that you should be like more gentle in talking to them. Yeah. So like with a low tone of voice, I can say. Yeah. So it will work. That will work for the owner and the employees. That will work.
And
both
when you
ways.
have something difficult to say, how to introduce?
Yes, what he said, more on positive first.
Yes.
Okay, be positive, and then after that, then you can pinpoint what is the issue, what is the problem, how can we solve this. Yeah, just communication is very, very important,
And also-
and the low tone of voice as well.
But if they do a real mistake, they will have hard time to recognize it. They will try always to put the mistake on the head on someone else. Oh, it's not me.
Pinpointing, you
Yes.
mean? Yeah.
Not only here, I guess.
No, I think it's everywhere.
Yeah, but right now I have all girl staff. Yeah, so I think it's more easier for me to manage them rather than a male staff. But now I have just one. Yeah, and he's new. Hopefully he'll be okay in the process. Yeah, he's a new one.
Yeah, because maybe the guys that don't like to be directed by women.
Well, by women, probably. Yeah. So now they're all good. After 5 years.
We had some story with the previous, a few years ago, with one of the chefs here.
Yeah.
My God.
Very disrespectful. Yeah, shouting.
At the beginning, he was
me.
okay, and then he was shouting to her.
To the
Okay, so
owner,
this is not acceptable. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry,
We were fighting.
we cannot
yeah.
keep you here.
To terminate him,
Yeah, there are
there are
some
some
rules.
rules in my contract.
We need to follow the procedures.
Yeah.
They have the first warning, the second warning needs to be official, they need to be notarized.
Yeah.
And then after 2 warnings, if they do another mistake or they don't follow up,
Disrespect.
then it can be a termination.
Yes,
So
yes,
the
we do
Philippines
that.
is not a country you can end up a contract without any reason.
No.
You don't need to specify a reason. It's like in France, for example, you need a reason. something
Yes,
like that.
because some employees, they can go to Dole. They can go to Dole and report the owner, or they report the business that this owner is doing this and that. They're not doing, or they're not following the rules. Let's say, for example, they're not giving benefits to the staff. They can go to Dole anytime.
Okay.
And the owners will have a penalty. Yeah, will get penalty, and also like paying them, no? Yeah.
So that's
It
why
makes
it's to be by the
change,
book, and it's very, very important. When you start a business here, you need to be by the book. It costs
Yes.
more, but at least you have less trouble.
And you're safe.
If you respect them, they will respect you.
Do you think it's easy for a foreigner to meet a Filipina and to marry with her?
I think it's easy but you need to find the right person.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's important. So it's easy just to go to a bar and in 10 minutes you can meet someone. Will it be the right person? No. So it takes time. Like
Exactly.
like creating a business, I think. So that's easy to meet someone, but not so easy to meet the one.
The right one.
The right one.
It's not only here in Philippines. After 5 years, we decided to get married. That was last year. Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Almost,
So-
almost 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you were single for a long time.
Yeah.
Here, yes. Before marriage.
Yeah, I was-
the right.
Exactly. So I was busy with my company. I was working and traveling all over. So I really had no time for a serious relationship. So I was not looking for that. But at some point, when I started to set up more in Moalboal area, and I see, it's very much an opportunity to get a partner here, that we can work together and we can share the business together. Me for the free diving and Dyna, hotel, accommodation and restaurant business part. So we are complementary.
Putting a business here in Philippines, it's not that easy because you need to comply all of the paperwork, all of the permits here in our municipality, and it will take a lot of time to get everything before you put a business. So that's the difficult part of putting a business here in the Philippines. And aside from that, you have to pay a lot to them.
It's compulsory. Or maybe you had to add a backsheesh or something like that, or sometimes?
No, not really.
Yeah.
But it used to be the case before, I think so. But we never had to pay any stuff under the table or anything because hopefully they start to follow the rules and everything. Corruption behind, we don't know.
And you need to comply everything, or else if you get caught, then there will be a huge penalty for that to pay. So that's how it works here. And also the business here, it's not always like sales every day, like a lot of sales, especially like today. It's a low season. There's always a season here in Moalboal, like it will start June to September. End of the September, it is low season, like meaning less customers, less guests. Not sure where are the foreigners. Probably they went to different other countries, not here in Philippines, not here in Cebu. Yeah, so that's a challenging part to us as a business owner. But during the high season, October to April, it's a good sales.
And what about the health insurance?
At the beginning, I didn't took it because I'm sporty, I took care of myself. But then I realized if something happened,
Like a motorcycle accident?
yeah, in this case, it can really be dramatic. Actually, with some of the insurance, they don't even cover the motorbike accidents. Okay, so it depends what kind of insurance you will take. But yes, I took one that would be able to cover everything. Even when I travel to the country to teach abroad, I have this insurance. At least I'm covered. And if I'm not happy with the hospitals here, I can go to another country to have some specific treatments. So that's, of course, that it comes with a cost.
Yeah.
And how much is it per month?
So at my level, for the insurance I took, covering all the countries except United States, it's a little bit more than 2,000 US dollar per year, actually.
Okay.
So it's not cheap, but of course I have some age. The older you become, the more you pay, obviously. But that's part of the deal. You know that in advance. So you are not in your own country. The social security doesn't work here. So of course you need to be covered.
There is public social.
Yes, for locals they have,
Yeah.
but it's a minimum service.
Yes,
So you don't expect anything from those guys. If you need to use them to go to hospitalization, they will always try to find a way not to pay or not to help.
Exactly.
So we had the case a few years ago. She had to be hospitalized, and
You cannot
basically we
depend
paid
on them.
everything. We paid everything,
Yeah.
even if she get the insurance, you don't count on them. 15 to 20% of the total charge.
Yes,
that
that
we
we-
pay for
that we need to
we
pay.
have to pay for the
Okay.
to those
And it
organizations.
is mandatory
Yeah.
for a business.
So we need to create first to be registered in those companies. Okay, government company, and when we register, every time we have a new staff, we need to register the new staff. It can be done online, so that's a good thing. Now it can be done online, and then every month we declare the salary, and then according to the salary, okay, this is what we need to pay, and we have an accountant helping us also with that. We declare the salary, and okay, this is what we need, and every month she paid, and we have the receipt for every staff that we have.
And we'd like to talk about the cost of the labor here for waiter, for example, or for
so there are some.
So the minimum wage, okay. Here.
It's depending on the country, the region where you are.
Yes.
Manila, it will be a little bit higher. Depends where you are actually. So you can find all those information on the government website, and then you can say, okay, this is the minimum salary according to what kind of work and everything, and according to that, this is what you need to pay for the different bonuses for Phil and Pacific
and you can pay higher, but there is a minimum wage
that's what
every kind.
It's a minimum wage which involve increase every year actually.
Yes.
So we just need to follow up this one, and we try to get. We always put a little bit higher than the minimum wage to attract more people, to keep them motivated. We have also the service charges. We can use the service charge to give to the staff at the end of the month.
Yes, that they can share.
And the minimum salary on average is like 700 pesos a day, something
No,
like that?
it's the minimum salary here in Moalboal is 453.
Okay.
Yes.
And you have you have to add 20%, 15 or 20% charges to this amount. Okay.
Depending if it's a carpenter, experimented carpenter, salary will be around 800.
Okay.
800 to 1,000. We did the renovation here. That's what I had to pay already. So you pay a little bit more to get qualified person. So a boat captain, for example, it's more or less 1,000 pesos per day. When we arrived here in the Philippines, I could see that the people were paid per hour, okay, or per day. They get the amount per day. Okay, let's say she said like 450. When we arrived, it was less than that. So per day, they work, and then at the end of usually we pay them per week, cash, and then they work like 5 days, 6 days.
Well, usually 6 days, and but you pay the Sunday as well,
no.
No, okay, you pay 6 days.
You can or you cannot, but
it's not completely.
So I decided to have another system here, because I don't like this day-by-day payment. I prefer to this is a monthly salary. You get your monthly salary, and this is more or less the hours you need to do per day. And we are more flexible. If you need you more for 1 or 2 more hours, you can stay. But if one time you need to leave early, we are flexible as long as they do their 8 hours per day. Okay, with 1 hour break. So it means it includes everything, and we have this. What do you call that? At the end of the year, you pay them an extra bonus, 1 month's bonus.
You mean the 13th month?
The 13 months.
Yes.
So we calculate the amount they receive in 1 year, divided by 12, and that's what they get as an extra bonus. So yes, we do that.
The cost of the dive master, of course, is much higher.
Yes.
You hire them from all over the world, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So of course, if you have a dive master or an instructor, the salary is totally different. You need to adjust. Of course, you're not gonna attract good instructors if you pay them peanuts.
Yes.
Okay, so we give them some kind of in Free Diving Planet. We give them some per diem to help them for the accommodation and everything, for the food, and they have a commission based. But sometimes they prefer to have a fix. So if we are with locals. Because now it's a low season, we don't have customers. We can have 1 week with 1 customer. So how can you make a salary out of that during the month? So in this case, it's much more interesting to offer like a basic salary for the whole year. Okay. So in this case, the guys are happy because even when they don't work, they have this fixed amount will fall every month. And again, if you want to attract good people, you need to pay a little bit more to keep them motivated and organize different projects. Okay, that's what we do in freediving. We organize competition, we organize specific training camps, specific workshops, just to help them to stay motivated and stay with us.
One of the good things I think in the Philippines is be able to have a nanny at home. Do you have a nanny at home?
No.
No, we don't have a nanny at home.
No. But I would say if we had a child at home, since we are working like crazy every day, and when I say every day, it's really every day, we're working 7 days a week.
Yes.
So we don't have any day off. Sometimes, okay, we go to the city, we are go 2 days to the city for the paperwork, it's not even for holidays, it's our day off. We go out just for paperwork and we are out of Moalboal. But in this case, yes, if you have a kid, obviously it's better to have a nanny.
A nanny.
Yeah, it saves a lot of time.
Yeah. So wealthy people, foreigners or Korean, they come in family, they always hire a nanny, and the nanny stays in their home, they sleep there. There's also on the government website how much it costs, what's the minimum salary they can get. You need to accommodate them, you need to provide them a room with a bathroom and everything, you need to give them food and everything, and then this is the minimum salary they can get to take care of the kids. And there are some agencies, serious agency, when you can take a very professional nanny to take care of your kids. It's important also.
And some nanny, what I know, they cook, they...
Yes.
Dependent service, you decide with them,
Yes.
so what you need, and then if they want to, of course it's a little bit higher salary and everything, but at the end, yeah, it's important that you have someone who can take care of
And
your
also
kids.
someone you can trust.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
yeah, it's important. They call that more not a nanny, like a helper in this case, because they don't
Helper.
take care of the kids.
Called Yaya.
Yeah, that's the term here in Philippines. Yeah.
So 3 children soon?
No.
No. Okay. Too busy with the business.
What?
Children, kids, no.
No, definitely not.
Ah, okay. This is your choice.
Yes, we
Yeah,
already
you
talk
both.
about it that we will not gonna have kids anymore. Yeah.
You
since-
already have kids?
Yes, I already
Okay.
have a kid. He's already 14 years old, and he has a kid also. So
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Where they live?
mine is here.
Is here.
Yeah, he's studying here.
And mine is in Belgium.
Yeah, all boys.
Yeah.
All boys.
Yes.
And how old they are?
Mine is 26 already, huh?
Mine is 14.
Almost 26.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
So yeah, we decided to have no kids. That's our choice. Yeah, since I'm already 40 and he's already 54, so
55.
Oh, 55. So yeah, and we prefer to, travel together than to take care of the children.
Yeah, you already have children.
Yeah,
imagine, the
and
kid
we're
now.
working a lot, so yeah, and we don't want to get a nanny to be taking care of our kids.
So did you live here with your children?
No, my son stayed in Belgium.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a choice. So when
He
I left, it was
visited,
hard. Yeah, he came.
you,
He
yeah.
came 2 times already to visit the place when he was younger. He probably will come back with his girlfriend, maybe future wife. I think so. I will probably come back.
And he will be a grandpa very soon.
Maybe not yet planned, but I guess in 1 or 2 years.
Because you're already
Daddy,
staying together,
I get something
living
to
together
tell you.
for a few years
That's
now.
good. That's
Yeah.
nice.
And thank you very much for this interview.
We are Freediving Planet. It's a freediving center here in Moalboal. We exist for almost 10 years now. And we teach all the courses from beginners to instructor course. And it's recreational freediving. We don't do competition here, but we train sometimes, we coach sometimes athletes to do competition. Okay, but majority of the students we have come from relaxation or to learn new techniques, to go a little bit deeper, nothing to do with performances.
I've been working with Freediving Planet for 2 years now. I handled all the bookings, I gave them to the instructors. I also informed the students what they're expecting to do during this course, what course should fit them, like knowing the background of are they comfortable in the water or not that comfortable. So I'll give them advice what course fits for them. So with those things as well, I also have the chance to meet a lot of people with different cultures as well. It's also like a privilege for me to learn from other people. Also to learn from other instructors since I've I met like few instructors already from different countries, like around Italy, from China, from Switzerland. Moalboal is very famous for its sardines run. Aside from the sardines, we also have like a beautiful coral reefs, and also in Pescador. We also have, for our experienced divers, we also have the Skull Cave, in where you can go down 30 meters. And then the good thing here is the sardines run, they are very accessible by the beach. You just need to swim maybe 20 to 25 meters away from the shore, and it's already the drop off. Yeah, so it's also a good point as well to dive here in Moalboal, especially with free diving.
And the drop off, the wall, going deep easily for free diving, it's kind of positive point for us, because we don't need boat. We just swim 50 meters and it's already 30 to 40 meters deep. So very easy to organize any activities. And the days, there are a little bit currents or a little bit bad weather, we take the boat and we go to different protected area. We have a plan B and a plan C according to the season. There's always a safe place. Of course, during typhoon, we are not allowed to go out by the marine. For example, a coaching session of 2 hours for someone who is already certified, he just want to join us with an instructor, with a qualified instructor, it would cost like 2,500. So it's a 2-hour session in the water. What is freediving? Holding your breath, okay? So, but it's not only holding your breath, it's kind of philosophy, it's kind of a relaxation, how to be more relaxed, how to decrease your heartbeat, how to stay longer in the water. And we have different techniques. We have some courses to follow to help the people to be able to be more relaxed, to stay longer, to hold your breath for a longer time. Beginners who do the course with us from the first time, we expect that they can hold their breath for minimum 1 minute, and it can go to 3 minutes. Last week we had beginners. After the first course, she was already able to reach 4 minutes 20. She was surprised herself. What, 4 minutes? How is it even possible? So good technique. Of course, the girl was relaxed already originally, but yes, it helps. And then with practice, people can hold the breath for 5, 6, even more minutes. So when we do the pure static, then when we go to the sea, the objective is to go deep. Okay, so we start first with 5-10 meters, level 2 to 20, level 3 maximum 30, level 4 40 meters. And then we teach them level by level techniques to equalize, because when we go down the pressure increase and we need to equalize the pressure in the different bodies airspace. And when the people are able to equalize and be more relaxed, step by step, we increase the depth. Okay, never pushing the limit. Okay, always working first on the relaxation, then on the technique. So when you are relaxed enough and your technique is good, then we can start to go a little bit deeper until we reach the level of the next certification. Then we teach new techniques to go a little bit deeper. So step by step, it's a long-term process to be able to reach 15, 20, 30 meters. It's never a speed test. You take your time. If you want to learn quick in freediving, you need to proceed slowly. The slower is the faster. Okay? So the mental approach is also very important to help yourself to stay relaxed. To put yourself, I like to tell, in a lazy mode. If you're in a lazy mode, your heartbeat decrease. If your heartbeat decrease, you use less oxygen, and then you are more relaxed to start your breath hold. This is what you want, and then you're going to be able to stay a little bit longer and totally safe. Of course, the safety during the course is very important. It's always a big chapters in every course. We explain to people how to stay safe, how to follow some rules, like driving a car. You need to have the seat belt. You need to have a driving license for some obvious reason. So in freediving, we have also some rules, safety rules to proceed, to follow. For example, never freedive alone. The same in scuba diving, never scuba diving alone. Always dive with an experienced buddy. Okay, so this is one of the rules that we teach from the beginning to our students.
And when you feel that you really need to breathe, you come up.
Exactly. So it's not going down until you are out of breath. No, we go down and we come back, and you shouldn't have any urge to breathe. Okay. It's the important is the technique. We teach the people to go deeper and deeper without any discomfort. Okay? People who do competition, it's different. They are pushing the limits, they force, they do hard training to go deeper and deeper. But at our level here, we don't do that at all. It's more about relaxation, about well-being. That's why we call that recreational freediving.
What is the feeling when you are under the water for a long time like that without breathing?
The feeling, it's a feeling of, again, well-being, totally relaxed. And remember, we are in the water, we are floating, the body doesn't weigh anything. So you are like floating in space. So you are free of your movement. And since you know you're not going to push yourself, you're not going to push your limit, you're going to come back. Every time you want to go to the surface, you will go to the surface and breathe. And then with practice, you're going to be able to stay longer, and you will feel better and better. It's really a good feeling because you will feel so good. You can feel that your heartbeat is able to decrease, to slow down. So that's an important part. People like to do freediving because it gives them a moment of relaxation.
Maybe it's possible to use this technique in the daily life when you need to relax, when you are getting nervous and you need to calm down.
Exactly.
And maybe you can use it.
Exactly. Yeah, it works fine. Or to decrease your heartbeat, or to manage some stress. Just thanks to a specific way of breathing. And it's not complicated. Everyone can do that. Okay? People who do meditation, for example, they do that automatically. People who do yoga, they mix posture, physical posture, and breathing technique at the same time.
So working with foreigners, it's to be honest, it's a bit challenging because I am not used to their different personalities. So, for example, with JP as a boss, he is my first foreigner boss during my entire working experience. So working with JP as a foreigner is like 100% good. Yeah, he is really by the book. And when it comes to the students, with different students, so it takes a lot of time to understand each student as well, because sometimes there are students who doesn't have really an English, like English 0. So what? Yeah, okay. Yeah. To be honest, so what I'm gonna do is to longer my patience and then explain word by word. If possible, you need to do translation from your phone. But working with foreigner students is also challenging because as a local here, I'm not used to, like we are used to joking, but sometimes when you are joking to a foreigner, it seems like, are you joking or are you trying to offend me or whatsoever? So you need also to be careful of what you're saying, what you're gonna say. Yeah, and then sometimes we also have students who are like, okay, that is so dirty, I don't want it. And then it takes like, and then as a Filipino, like, I think that's not dirty. So that is your customer, so you need to, okay, it's okay, no worries, we're gonna clean it up next time, and then you're gonna adjust to what they want. Since 2 years working here in freediving with a foreigner student, I'm already in the state where I learned how to adjust from one student to another student, either from Asian, from Europe.
There is a difference between Westerners, Asians, locals.
Yeah.
There is big difference?
There is a big difference. When it comes to locals, they are quite very demanding. Like knowing that both of us can speak vernacular, we can speak Tagalog. So sometimes like, can you please schedule my booking into this blah, blah, blah. And then since customers are like always right, so they're gonna apply that rule when it comes to local versus local students. And then when it comes to some of the Asians, to like the Koreans, Chinese, sometimes they're also like, also demanding, but then you don't have any choice but to adjust. And then for Western, they differ actually. Like some of them are happy-go-lucky, and then like, and what is on the course, what is on the page, it says, okay, I don't have problem with that one. So, and then sometimes you also have these students, why are you charging too much? The other place is charging this one, and then the other place is charging this one.
Oh, this is the French one?
Sometimes. So yeah, I get to explain why our price is different here, why they're offering this one. And then at the end, I'm gonna say, because here we offer quality education. They actually get the service what they are paying for.